It's summer vacation and I'm on holiday with my family, and I thought I would share, if not advice, just some thoughts on how to make space for practicing, because I need to get my practicing done every single day, even while on holiday. So here are not my advice, but some thoughts on how I make room for practicing and how I make it work with a busy family life. I try to always bring my horn when we travel, but sometimes, say we're hiking in the mountains, then it's not a possibility to bring my horn. And what I will do is I'll bring just my mouthpiece and maybe a couple of reeds, because it's so much to be gained from playing on just the mouthpiece. So I thought I would show you a couple of exercises that I do when I only have the mouthpiece with me. And especially when traveling light and bringing the horn is not an option, this is just a great way to keep in shape and maybe even have some progress while you're taking a break from your horn and just bringing the mouthpiece. So first up, you should try to get like about an octave range or more on the mouthpiece alone. And make sure you're not biting on the reed to get the higher notes out, but use the voicing in your throat and your tongue position to get the different pitches on just the mouthpiece. And then you can start playing scales on just the mouthpiece. Do different kinds of scales, do scales in thirds. And then move on to playing some different melodies. If you're focusing on the voicing control and not pinching on the reed, then this can actually take the place of your overtone practice if you're traveling with just a mouthpiece. But if you're able to bring your entire horn with you, that's of course the best. And in this case, we're on a holiday with our car, so I can bring the horn. And actually I can bring my soprano as well, because I have a double case for tenor and soprano that doesn't take up a lot of space. So that's really great to have that luxury of having both my tenor and soprano with me. So I try to do my overtones, some long tones, practicing different stuff for half an hour to an hour every morning before we go out and do stuff with the family. Just having gotten this out of the way and having done it in the mornings, that just makes me so much more relaxed and I can stay focused on my family for the rest of the day. A little quick side note on practicing your overtones. In the Sigurd Usher Top Tones for the Saxophone book, he says to practice them both with articulation and without articulation. And for the longest time I practiced them mostly without articulation. And then I found that when articulating the higher notes on my saxophone, I would often lose the voicing. And one of my students asked me this the other day. He said he was finding out he was squeaking a lot and losing the voicing in the high register when articulating. So that's what I recommended. Just practice your overtones with articulation and hopefully you will notice a difference. I'm up in the Norwegian mountains up here at our cabin, and this is like the greatest place ever for me. I went here every summer as a kid, and now I try to come back here every summer with my kids because I have the greatest childhood memories from this place. And as you can see, it's just so remote up in the Norwegian mountains. No neighbors, nobody can hear my saxophone playing up here. And a little side note on working on your saxophone sound. Being outside in a place like this is a great place to actually work on saxophone sound because you get nothing for free. It's just you and the saxophone and the sound just disappears. So it's actually a really good idea to work on your sound outside like this because you get nothing for free. You have to really put in the work to get a good sound. So yeah, this might be my favorite place on earth, and I just wanted to show you how beautiful it is up here in the Norwegian mountains. We were listening to music as we were driving the other day, and we were listening to Jaco Pastorius' The Birthday Concert. And on the song Liberty City, Michael Brecker's playing some really killing saxophone phrases in there. So I thought I would find those and just spend a couple of minutes trying to transcribe some of those phrases. And maybe I'll make it a guess the lick thing for my Instagram and TikTok and YouTube shorts. So if you're seeing this video, then you know that there's some Michael Brecker coming from Liberty City. Woo. Yeah, that's it right there. That's the thing I wanted to transcribe. Was that it? Okay, so I think I have the whole lick now. If I can remember it all. Sort of like that. I'm going to practice it a little bit and then record the Guess the Lick video. But that's a little insight into how I transcribe a lick. I'm going to upload this to my Patreon completely unfiltered. The whole process, so you can see how long it actually took me. Looking at my camera, I can see that was about 10 minutes. So, yeah. And let me just leave you with one last thought, and that is to don't let your saxophone practicing consume your entire life. Take some breaks. It's fine to not practice a lot while you're on holiday. Just 10 minutes a day goes a long way, and then you can go on with your day, have confidence that you've practiced enough, and you can take some breaks, go do some other fun stuff. Like when I'm here, I go out and take a lot of photos, I hang out with the family, we go on a lot of hikes together, and it's just a nice break from practicing many hours every single day. So take some time off. Do what you need to, but even just taking a complete break from playing saxophone for a week or two can sometimes be really healthy. So yeah, that's it for this video. I'm going to leave you with just some footage of our holiday so far, some photos I took along the way, and wish you all a good summer.